Hi folks, here we are in Hutchinson, Kansas. This is at the Kansas State Fairgrounds here. There's a good sized swap meet here, so we're going to check it out. We'll show you around the swap meet, then at the end of it we'll show you what we found. We always find cool stuff at these western swap meets because they get a dry western metal, so just enjoy the video. We'll start walking. Well, we'll start over here in the corner. Looks like we got a 280Z here. Anytime that we see the prices and phone numbers, we'll show them to you. That one's 700 bucks. Looks fairly solid, but it's been spray bombed with some orange spray cans. But these are getting really popular. And we got a race car next door here. There's some information on this one. It's a 79. Thumper it's called. So if you're interested in either of those, you can give them a ring. Well, we'll start walking through some of the parts here. There's a couple of Muncie transmissions, $975 on that one. $375 on a set of wheels there, Unilug wheels. Here's some Packard hubcaps here, 120 style, 50 bucks for a pair. A cool bicycle tank there, Hawthorne. That was a Montgomery Ward. You can even see the MW. That was their brand of bicycle that they sold. Sears had their own brands. Montgomery Ward, all the different stores had different brands of bicycles they sold. All kinds of maple syrup containers and salt and peppers in there. Those are kind of cool. Nice little Tonka Sportsman there with the box. It's got 4.5 on that. It's kind of a nice little Cadillac there, 42 bucks. There's a tachometer. Right in the box. It's a Napa one, I guess. Kind of a neat vintage for sale sign there. 30 bucks on that. Got a Smoltz paint on it. It's a reflective paint with glass ground up into the paint. Got a Gamble can and a Ward can there, 20 bucks a piece. 66 Impala, 350 bucks. 2 fenders and a bumper. Look like good solid fenders. Yep. Kind of a cool Anheuser-Busch sign there. Looks like it was half painted over at one point. 3.25 on that. These fenders are pretty good. Just a little rust in the bottom of them. There's an old Maytag engine here, 200 bucks on that one. Single cylinder. All kinds of motorcycle parts here. Cylinders, and here's a crankcase and all kinds of miscellaneous parts. 1.25 on that one. Let's see what these are. 40 bucks a piece. Kind of a cool early gargoyle can there, 110. This guy's got quite a few different motorcycle pieces and parts. There's an old flare kit. 40 bucks on that. Old truck flares, if you break down, you put them by the road. Safety flares. Looks like a 57 Chevy truck hood against the tree there. 800 on the frame right there. Motorcycle frame. Here's a Model A bumper on the ground there, 60 bucks. See what these Model A fenders are. Looks like he's got 200 and 100. Those are a coupe or two-doors, or a pickup. Roadster coupe pickup, I should say. The sedan ones are a little thinner. Kind of a cool old unicycle there. Metallic seat. It's got 40 bucks on it. See what he's got in here. This is kind of cool. Dakota. 32 bucks on that beer sign. It's an old antique clock there for 65 bucks, an oak one. All kinds of little signage here. This one here is 110. Nice looking keen cutter there for 220. 22 bucks on that cola thermometer. Jump around the front of their booth here. That's an old style jack right there. Look at that one. Back in the 40s probably. There's a fishtail Coke sign there for 4 1/4. Kind of a patina deal. Woodlawn. It's an old looking sign there. Street sign. 27 bucks. 37 bucks on the Ford tailgate trim there. There's an old Coca-Cola button there. 250 on that one. Pretty beat up, but still cool. Now this one's got a slew of miscellaneous stuff here. Good looking gauge cluster there. All kinds of tools and different car parts. There's a square body gauge cluster there. Valve covers there for 150. Box the license plates here coming up on it. Kansas, Oklahoma, mostly. Hood ornament here, not too bad. It's one nice thing is out this way the things don't get all pitted like they do back east. There's a Chevelle hood there for 100 bucks. There's Mission here. Muncie, there's all your information on it. 2,500 on that one. 75 bucks for all the die casts there. There's a Rat Rod Ford pickup there. You can see the price. There's a picture of it. There's a phone number on there too if you need it. 63 to 72 trailing arm, 3.42 posi, 1,000 bucks on that rear axle. It's an old advertising there, Quartites Stone Company, 40 bucks. Here's some Suburban parts, 100 bucks a piece. Looks like you got 2 front doors and a rear side door here, and that one on that side is the rear barn door. Here's an oxygen tank for 60 bucks. That's a good deal. Old airplane oxygen tank. Set of rally wheels there. 100 bucks for the set. 67 Camaro steering wheel. This guy here's got a phone number on the ground on that hubcap in case you see anything in this booth you want. Just got some visors here. 600 on the front one, 300, 300. 600 on the skirts. a wooden header panel for some sort of convertible, looks like. It's $125. There's some aftermarket reproduction DeSoto bumpers there. They look like 37 DeSoto for $160 a pair. 32 Ford Dash, $250. A Cadillac wood ornament there for $75. If you can see that in the shade, it's hard to, with all this low sun here, it's hard to get a good quality video. $400 on the pair of Offenhauser heads. That's a cool steering wheel here, $145 on that. Got a metallic, gold metallic on there. Looks like this guy just pulled in here with a few things. See what he's got here. He's got some sort of Hemi engine on the stand here.
So I don't know much about the Mercury.
Jump ahead here a little ways. That's a DeSoto, small DeSoto Hemi. Got all kinds of carburetors and stuff here. There's some Ford gauges in there. Mostly Ford carburetors, early Ford stuff. There's a dual carb setup for a flathead there.
Good enough. And then they should come and get you, but if not, if you go in this building, register on that side of the building, okay? Need help?
Some early manual transmission shifter handles here. 60s stuff. Here's the other side of that engine, kind of show you what it's been cleaned up a little bit. I'll try to see what he wants for it. Cool international truck there. It's a 72. 10 grand is the price. He even sells the trailer. The trailer is only $1,500. That makes a cheap storage shed there. You can check out the information on that sign there.
I wasn't. I was Arab, Vietnam.
You can see the phone number on there, maybe.
Yeah, I had a big Kawasaki one, farm style one.
Like some Nova fenders, probably. Try 5 garnishes. Looks like he had a lot of Chevy hoods and stuff. There's a Plymouth grill there. Looks like a 50 Plymouth. Look at this guy's ride. Big Ford F600. It's got a military bed on it. Bringing stuff in with it. Kind of walk down the row here. Camaro grill.
Build a lot of motors.
This guy said he's getting slow going here because he fell off some scaffolding not too long ago and broke a rib. So he's moving kind of slow there, he says. Check out the car under the tree here. Falcon, 68 Falcon, $1,200. Let's get some other project stuff there on the signs. That one's just a body, basically. We'll jump across the aisle here. This guy's got all kinds of mechanical stuff here. Bell housings. $250 on that one closest to my toe there. Looks like a pickup taillight there. Maybe a Ford pickup. 40s. We got here bright and early this morning. Actually, we got here yesterday, I should say, because we did come in yesterday afternoon, catch a few of the early guys there. There's a Z28 fin for the back. And we did buy a few things yesterday, a bunch of stuff early this morning, so like I say, just keep watching till the end and we'll show you what we found, because we did get some neat stuff. All kinds of wheels there. Get out towards the front here, see what's on their tables. Intakes. 150 on that Edelbrock. 450 on this one. 250, 5, 200 on the Wyland. There's some early Dodge Brothers headlights under there. Don't see the price on those. $5 a piece on all the license plates. All the more modern Kansas, Oklahoma. Some of them are back to the 60s. '72 Nova A-pillars, $100. This guy had some advanced design stuff. I did buy a few things from him earlier. He's got all the front bumper brackets there. Here's the hood latch panel. He wanted 75 on that. That's a pickup one. These, I believe, these fenders were 28 Chevy. There's the rears. Here's the fronts. He's got all kinds of street signs here. Varying prices. These are 25 a piece, the speed limit ones. All kinds of Holly carbs here. A lot of those are 200 to 400 area. Does have some highway signs here. These are 25 a piece. The Kansas sunflower signs. Some other route signs here, 20, 25 a piece. Hospital sign.
And for $3 a piece, I don't think you can clean.
Unloading his trailer as we speak.
Are they aftermarket or are they GM or you don't know?
They're aftermarket. They probably come from our Chinese friends. Let's get real. If it was made in the United States, it'd be $20 a piece.
Oh yeah.
Race car seat belts.
I got them from a rebuilder, and I had
It's kind of a neat little Marks
over there in that leather.
race car there. 1930s. All kinds of toy wheels here. See if I don't see anything I need there. There's some early ones in there, 30s and 40s. I think this one's a Metalcraft wheel there. This one's a Structo. No, Wyandotte on that one.
You get two jackyards and let you look at. No, I don't. Okay.
A lot of these people just cleaning out their garages of all the miscellaneous stuff they've accumulated. It's kind of a neat little clearance light with a metal guard around it. Here's a Chevy pickup taillight.
Okay.
This is a cowl light bracket, I believe. Maybe for a Studebaker, I'm not sure. The one with that stud that sticks up like that. Oh, here's a Ford radio. 150. Works. This is also Ford here, the grill bullet here. 52 Ford. $75. Looks like new old stock. Let's get quite a bit of 52 and 3 Ford stuff there. There's a bunch of window regulators. And some 57 Ford heater control vents, etc. 250 for the whole pile. See what this one is, does it say? No, AC pump there. Got a hood ornament. It's a deluxe one for Ford there. 46 to 8. It's got $75 on it. Cadillac Sabre wheels, Kelsey Hayes, 300 a pair. These spoke wheels are 100 a piece right there. I think I've got some of those at home. I've got one set of Cadillac, one set of Lincoln spoke wheels I'm going to be looking to sell. There's a rear window area, probably a Mercury, for $60. There's some quarter panels there, 160. There's a whole rear window out of a Chevy pickup there. Looks like the inner part, 40 bucks. So I got quite a bit of Mercury stuff. There's a nice gauge cluster right there. There's a radio delete off of something here. It's a plastic one.
Pontiac.
Pontiac?
Like
Okay.
54 or 5, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
At least the rest of that whole entire horde that I bought was.
All Pontiac stuff, huh?
Well, thank you. Have a good day.
Got some fans here. Look at the little fog light there for 40 bucks. Some Model A trunk hinges there. Probably for a rumble seat, 40 bucks for a pair. There's an international truck headlight for 60. Some Plymouth gauges there, 51 Plymouth. 100 bucks on the 51 Plymouth gauges.
Inside the booth or outside the booth? It kind of go.
There's a bumper guard there. Accessory or grill guard, 80 bucks for the 3-piece set there. 100 bucks on the, or no, 300 on the old siren there. 60 bucks on the valve covers.
No, that's good luck.
It's a happy ass swap. I like that.
Some skirts here, Mercury skirts, 300 for a pair. 51 Mercury. That's kind of cool, the heart shape bicycle sprocket there with the heart shape on it. Skip tooth chain too, 60 bucks on that. You just don't know what you'll find at a swap meet like this. You just keep scavenging. This is really the way to buy stuff if you want to get stuff for a little less than full retail. You put the time in and search for the stuff, and you can find some guys that want too much, but you also get some guys that want too little.
For what I can afford is what it is.
So you just put the time in and look for your deals. There's some 50 Chevy Coupe garnishes there, 2 1/4 for the set. Ford cross member there. Some springs. I think I'm gonna get over and grab my hat here in a minute because the sun's coming right in. This guy's got some cool stuff in his cases here, little stuff. Look at the Minneapolis car dealer tag there. Look at all the bicycle awards there for a trophy. 20 bucks a piece. You can win your own trophy. All the old cassette tapes there. Look at all these. These are all the name tags. 50 cents each. You can be whoever you want to be, Steve or Ricky or whoever.
Be whoever you want.
Yeah, that's right.
You can rob a liquor store, meet a new stripper. Find you a good one.
20 bucks on this little fog light here. It's a BLC one, missing the bottom bracket though. Here's a little Fenton multiple carb manifold deal there. Well, this guy's got some Model A stuff here. There's a cowl band.
A lot of that anymore like we used to. Yep, yep.
Let's see what this bumper is here. This one's a 35 Auburn rear bumper there. 200 bucks with the brackets. You don't see those around very often. If you got an Auburn, something you don't see too much. I just bought these windshield frames. They're 2 Model A windshield frames. So I got to swing back and get those in a minute. As long as I don't forget. Got some early Model A door handles and stuff there. I remember these when I was younger. I don't know if they still do that or not, but the old air fresheners with the tree. Maybe they still make those, I'm not sure. This guy had some Datsun Z280 or 280Z, sorry, I'm saying it backwards, 280Z stuff in here. Got the engine over there on the trailer. Here's a carburetor. Dual carbs there, 100 bucks. Here's the air cleaner for 50 bucks for the duals. Some gauges and tachometer and stuff there. This guy's got some cool stuff here. I don't know what these are. Maybe somebody can comment on the video and let us know. Circa Ray, 25 bucks a piece. First I thought they were gas pump parts walking up, but they're not. Something else. Mustang trunk lid there for 100. 25 a pop on the rally wheels. Swing over this way. All kinds of tires here. Restroom signs there, $2 each. Somebody's cutting out, using a plasma cutter there, cutting out Halloween faces into the cans. 25 on a big wash bin there. $5 a piece on the 5-gallon cans. $1 a piece. There's a couple Studebaker caps there, $1 each. And looks like an Atlas tool rack, or maybe they had their parts manual on the top. I'm not sure. They painted over the front of it now. 40 bucks on that. A couple pairs of headers, 50 bucks a pair. Jeff Gordon fans right there, 10 bucks on the little sign. Look at the claw feet for bathtub there, 50 bucks. Set of 4. These here, I've had these before. These are for hanging tack. And, you know, horse tack in a barn. That's a good deal, 20 bucks a piece. Look at all the beer taps here. 15 a piece. Yeah, got an old iron bed here, $3.50 on that. All kinds of big oil cans here. Don't see the price on those. Some of those are nice with the design stamped into them. Old water pump on the ground there. Here's a bird cage, an early bird cage right there. It's kind of funny, we've seen a couple YouTubers, you know, we're in South Dakota and there aren't really any YouTubers, but there's that guy right there. You guys might recognize him from another YouTube channel. We also saw Mr. Good Pliers here. He was milling around, but you get down into Kansas, there's a little more competition with this stuff, so we've seen a few different guys.
There's another one.
Some Ford truck parts here. 53 to 5 style. What do you get on the cab?
For the cab, 500.
500. That's pretty solid. See what else he's got here.
The only bad spot on the driver's side underneath the floor.
Oh, okay.
There's
Little spot there. Got the front fenders. Those are kind of cool tow hooks right there. This was a Ford too. They got the Ford part number right on them. One rear fender. Here's a chrome 56 grill. Got a little Austin Healey here at 64. And they've sandblasted the entire body. I think got some primer on it here.
Yes. Yes.
There's your information right there, phone number and all. 3750.
We're up Minneapolis,
Minneapolis.
so we're not too far.
There's the engine right there. The big tower of power. That's a real small engine. Looks like you could just grab a hold of it and toss it aside.
Sister wants to get stuff going.
Anyway, that one's $37.50 for a project. That don't seem too bad, really.
Oh, I understand.
I never recognize this one. It's a David Bradley farm tractor hood there. A little lawn tractor, whatever you want to call it, cultivator deal there, 40 bucks on it. There's a Nyland mobile home trailer there for 60. Got some international fenders there sold. Those were $200 for the pair. I checked on them earlier. I did like the IEs, it's called. It's a half a shade on your headlights. Probably should have bought it just for the headlights because I don't really need those. Are big truck fenders. They're not really. I've already got a bunch of those, but the headlights were worthwhile. There's some green shades here, $20-25 a piece. Porcelain. Some soapbox derby car wheels here, 40 bucks a pair. There's an Inco wiper display there, 200. There's another little gas engine there, a little Briggs & Stratton. That's kind of cool with the tank and everything. 100 bucks. Nice original paint. There's a go-kart body, 80 bucks. This is kind of interesting here. Take a handicap cart and a couple Volkswagen fenders, and you can make one of those. Kind of an interesting deal. $150 on the reproduction globe. Well, that's a serious impact. Wrench here, 75 bucks. Air gun looks like a 3/4 drive. Nice old tap and die set there.
Not in October, in spring. Doesn't matter how dry it is.
All the Kansas plates there, 10-20 bucks a piece, depending on what they are. There's a nice piece there. It's a Newell stock advanced design Chevy truck armrest. 75 bucks on that. All kinds of jeans here, used jeans if somebody needs them. I had a bunch of Ford wheels here. He's been selling some off. There's another 15-inch, 25 bucks. There's a clutch brake pedal assembly there for 25. 150 for the transmission.
Probably left it on the charger and jumped out.
The old tobacco cutter there, 75 bucks. I don't recognize that one. Not sure what that headlight bezel's out of. Maybe somebody can spot it. It's 5 bucks. It's got good chrome on it. Not sure what it fits though. Some Model A bumpers here. 300 for the front. Looks like they've been either re-chromed or reproduction, one of the two. Here's a Jeep here. 20,000, 1956. It's a 4-wheel drive. Looks like it's got a Chevy engine. And it's a pretty cool truck. They actually towed something in here with it. They had a trailer behind it when it came in and towed in another vehicle on the trailer with it. I think that's a Plymouth, yeah, 57 Plymouth horn ring. Kind of interesting with a rectangular shape to them. 348 exhaust manifold. There's some rally wheels here. These almost look like AMC, I think, but I'm not positive. Got some cool stuff. Here's a neat spotlight. It goes on your rooftop. There's your mount. This one's called a Mobilite Master. It's also got a swivel. See how you can rock back and forth in that slot on the bottom. Kind of an interesting spotlight. 56 Chevy skirts. There's a Chevy visor here, but it's kind of beat up on the trim. Not too horrible, but hi there.
Hello.
All kinds of stuff on his signboard here. Trade places with you. Here's his information right there. It's all kinds of different cars on there. Studebakers, Buicks. I'm not sure if that's a Renault or a Peugeot or what that one is. But if you see anything on there, there's an Edsel. You can give them a ring.
Did they really? Yeah. That's cool. Well, we got a good supply of them. Yeah.
This guy's got some small stuff in behind the case here. Interesting fan there, Emerson. It's an oscillating fan for 60 bucks. This is kind of a neat little kid's toy there too.
I tell you what, I'll buy it for you.
Even got an alligator head there. Looks like that guy's buying the alligator head, 40 bucks. Step back here and see what this Chevy car back in here. There's an old valve grinder tool. That's kind of neat, Black & Decker. Let's see what it says here. There's a phone number on there. You can check it out. Let's see if there's a price somewhere here. Here it is, maybe. 52 Chevy. Comes with all that stuff, I guess. $5 grand. 2-door. Looks like somebody started working on it and gave up. But there it is. I guess that must be for sale, but I don't see any information on it. And there's a Chevy here. 38 Chevy for $3,200. Now this sign is kind of faded, but there's the phone number. I don't know, maybe the same guy with the International, but I do not see a price on that one.
You know what them are up to now? I ordered 4 of them yesterday. The little one's 2.5 to 2 4 inch.
There's some finned front brake drums with spindles and all, $300 a pair.
I got them Buick Roadmaster hooked up.
Cheater Slicks, $250 a pair on those.
That's what I did with that.
The GM Diagnostic Center there for $300.
It shouldn't be. Well, it shouldn't be because all that loose
V8 truck transmission there for $150. Here's a Ford Fairlane for sale here. It's got a 289 in it.
And it's automatic.
And this one has got a bunch of information about it here. I'm going to check out the phone numbers. 620. Let me check it out for you just so I don't have to say it.
Yeah. Well, I know no boy that did that to my Fairlane, put the AC in it before the whole thing.
Pretty cool car though.
Because it was all ready for it.
2-door hardtop. Kansas car. Don't see the price on it, but you can call them up if you're interested in it. Well, he's got all kinds of mechanical stuff on here. There's some cylinder heads for 80 bucks a pair. There's some really Ford stuff here. Looks like some 40 Ford steering columns. Oh, here's a seat here too. 350, 2-door coupe, 2-door coupe, 40 Ford. 36 to 40 it says. I don't know if it fit 36 to 40, but probably 40 anyway. Some radius rods there for the rear axle. Trim here for a Ranchero. 68.9 Ranchero bed trim. That's got to be some hard to find stuff if you need it. Do not see a price on it, but I know with the El Caminos and stuff, it's really hard to find that stuff, so I'm sure a Ranchero is probably similar. And a radiator there. That's a 6-cylinder radiator with a single outlet. There's some gauges here. Speedometer and the other gauge cluster. And that one's still got the heat tube on it, which is hard to come by because usually people just cut them off, and that was that. There's a square body pickup back here. Check that out. Big 10 model. A little rust in the rear cab corners, but pretty good old truck. The guy wants $5 grand, runs and drives. He did not put his phone number on it. Otherwise I'd show you, but it's a pretty good old pickup. Just a little rust in the rocker and cab corner. Pretty straight though. Couple dope keys there. This guy's got a lot of Chevy stuff, 59, 60. Jump over here and see what some of them are. Some taillight buckets down in there. Jacks, got the factory bumper jacks there. A lot of the side trim, 59 Bel Air. El Camino doors, something you don't see very often. Here's some 60 two-door sedan. Like good solid doors if you need them. There's a cut-off rear end there, 2800 there. There's the phone number right there. Check them out. There's a nice looking Ford short box there. We're gonna jump into the building here because we've seen about most of the stuff on the outside, but that building right there has a bunch of stuff in it, so we'll run in there real quick. Well, here's the indoor portion of it. We'll just kind of scan over a few of these things, show you what's in here.
Well, I mean, even if it's that, you bring your car down, you want to be somewhere, it's still like that, but if you're going to be a punk, you got to have...
Beer kegs there, 40 bucks a piece. Guys make gas tanks out of them. Couple of early horns here, 20 bucks a piece on those.
Oh, in fact, I'll put it on my phone. It's 10 bucks.
Mustang emblem. Carbs are 40 bucks a piece right there. Look at all the horn rings back here. 50 Plymouth, 40 bucks. Bunch of Ford ones too. 15, 20 bucks a piece depending on the one. There's a 4 cents a gallon discount for cash. 20 bucks on that. It's a metal sign. Don't think it's very old, but it is metal. Maytag can's kind of cool there for 25 bucks. Jump across the aisle here. Look at all the cast aluminum plaques here for hot rod clubs. Some of these are pretty cool. 20 bucks a piece. Rebel without a cause. Got some cool ones here, huh? Wicked Churritos, Missouri. Well, this guy's got all kinds of stuff for sale on here. The Ranchero up there, 1800. Located in Wichita, Kansas. Here's his name here. There's a Jeep top. I don't know, you can kind of look through them there. I'll just go slow around them. There's a cab over. We've got one of those for sale too if anybody's interested. Chevy wagon. Anyway, if you see anything on there you like, you can give them a ring. Got all kinds of headlights here. I was kind of looking at that one because it's a Chevy truck headlight for like a 3940. One at 45 for the bare bucket. Don't seem too bad. It's got all kinds of gauges and stuff here. 100 bucks on that Dodge Brothers speedometer. Carburetors down here. Some early cast iron carburetors, some brass ones there too. This is a Dodge truck mirror here. It's got 20 bucks on that. Goes for like a 48 to 53 probably Dodge truck. There's a Vega 4-speed there for 500. Here's another one of these. We've seen quite a few of these around. The World War II era oxygen tanks out of an airplane. There's some really hubcaps up there. He wants 80 for the Whippet, 10 for the Ford. Some tractor breathers. Look like they might be new old stock. That one's still got a piece of paper in there. Those are probably worth some money. Corvette manifold there for $250, $150, $180. $250 on that timing cover. Some intakes. Here's some with fuel injection. $850 for the Hillborn. Sure, don't see the price on that one. Anyway, he's got a lot of cool performance stuff. Edelbrock dual carb high rise there for $450. Lots of cool stuff there. Boy, this guy's got a lot of models. Nice little service station here, toy one. World War II era with the fiberboard. But he's just got a sea of plastic models. See the whole back wall filled of them. Don't know what all the prices are. Some of these are 15, 25 bucks, depending on what they are. But there's quite a pile of them. Jump ahead here a little bit. This guy's got some Model T fenders there. Rear fenders, 100 bucks a pair. Model T gas tank there, or Model A gas tank, I should say. $150. It's a 3031.
Yeah.
16-inch trim rings there, never used. 80 bucks. Look at all the door striker plates here for Mercury's, Fords. 69 Chevelle taillight housing there, 40 bucks. Bell housings, Impala glove box doors. You name it, lots of GM stuff there. Looks like a reproduction truck hood ornament there for a Chevy, 80 bucks. Chevy bed here, 1,000 bucks on that with the tailgate and the rear fenders and all. That's a 70s one, I guess. Late 60s, early 70s. All kinds of owner's manuals. Got a neat picture of a Ford truck there, 10 bucks on that. '73 Yamaha, 250 bucks. $80 on that Coke sign back there. Buy the case. There's a Ford truck grill there for $2.25. It's got some damage, but pretty good deal though, really. $4.50 on the Shell sign. $60 on the Dr. Pepper Burton Railroad sign there for $6.50. That's porcelain. $12.50 on the Coke. These are kind of cool here. The Bubble Up 5-cent one. And the vests, those are $4.50 a piece. It's a neat old fan there for $3.50 with a base. $2.50 on the Hastings. This is a cool one here, the whistle. $8.50 on that one. And he's got a few vehicles for sale here too. Got a 40 Ford pickup there for $14.50. McPherson, Kansas, a 56 Ford custom line. 427 valve covers there, $250. There's an attack dog there. $150 on this Olds intake. There's a Y block one for $250. BM shifter there, $80. I get some Ford tailgates here, $75 for the one closer to me, $100 for the other one. Some Chevy truck doors here. $300 on that drivers. I guess they're $300 a piece on those two. Square body door there, $50. There's another Chevy truck hood there. Kind of a rough Datsun tailgate for $100. Dash here for $100. Yeah, this one's got all kinds of stuff on their signboard here. I like to show these because sometimes there can be a lot of really cool stuff. 59 Catalina there with tri-power. The only problem is if they don't show their number, it doesn't help you much. Here we go. Here's the number right there. So if you need the phone number for any of these things on the signboards, there it is. Got a Hudson there. Looks like that one they're calling a 49 Hudson, but it's a Mercury. 4-door, I think. Yep. But there are quite a few Hudsons on there. 59 El Camino there for $2,000. Need some TLC. I can assume they're down in this area. We're in eastern Kansas here. 40 Studebaker. 63 Renault. Don't see those very often. Here's some more Studebakers. Convertibles, 60s ones. 65 Fairlane convertible there. 7,500 on that. There's a 7,000 for 49 Dodge. So anyway, there's quite a few of them. Here's a bus of some sort. Foreign looking bus. It's a Renault van, it says. 2,500 on that. But you can check that number there if you're interested in anything. $250 for a bumper there, chrome square body, I guess, bumper. 64 or 5 Regal. Or no, Dodge. Plymouth. I wasn't reading that right. $275 for both. So there's some console parts there. Look at the bike here. This is a folding Vagabond bike. $225. Some 32 Buick front fenders there. I got some Chevy parts back here. The fender for $200 and a hood for a 60s Chevy there for $325. That's a cool Buick sign there, $1,500 on that. Even got cookies and bread here if you need it. If you need a refresher. Look at all the license plates here. Kansas. 83 Buick, that's kind of cool, that big banner. Toys and miscellaneous. There's a 69 Roadrunner buddy seat, $75 in there. $70 Coronet side trim there, $160 for a pair. Plymouth steering wheel there. See if I can see a price on that one. 64 Plymouth, $175. Then there's also another 64 extra horn ring. That's what that one. The horn ring is $15. $70 on the taillight there. Here's a Ford, 30s Ford hood ornament here. 37 Ford, it says. Oh, $40. Broken on the front piece there. Half price on all hubcaps, it says. Whole rack of them. Hubcaps are a tough sell unless they're a accessory or an early cap or something. or like the poverty caps for muscle cars, or painted truck hubcaps are good too from the 50s and 60s, but a lot of hubcaps are tough sells. Now we're going to finish it up over this way. There's some steering columns here, Chevy stuff. Engine blocks. There's what looks like the window out of a Ram Charger there, $125. We're going to do a little bit at the end here showing what we found. We did find some cool stuff, so just stay tuned for a few minutes and we'll catch up with you after we get out of here. Thank you. Here's a cowl here, 3031 for $50. $100 a piece on the doors. Okay folks, as promised, we're going to show you what we got here. This was the, just to recap, this was a Sedgwick swap meet, Hutchinson, Kansas, not too far from Wichita. It's quite a haul for us. It was about 8.5 hours each way, 500 and something miles, so it's quite a ride. But anyway, we did find some cool stuff. We'll kind of show you around. And this is an advanced design Chevy pickup fender for like a 47 to 53 style Chevy pickup. That's a good solid fender. I got that price pretty cheap. Here's a Model T cowl right there. We're always selling those. These are Model A, Ford Model A dashes. These are 3031 to 28.9. We got an early Chevy dash here. See that one? Chevy dash. Got some F1 hood trim. I think these are 1951, if I remember right, but those are F1 hood side stainless. This is a pair of these 3/4 ton 3600 series Chevy Apache, and those are really nice. You can see the Western chrome there, not all pitted like you'd find out east. This here I stepped up and paid a little bit for it, thinking it was kind of rare. It's for a 46 to 8 Ford car, but it's for a convertible. So it's the windshield divider, the inner and outer, and it's kind of a heavy cast piece, kind of different for a convertible. So we got that. These are kind of unusual. These are Mercury. I'm not sure on the year exactly, but they're accessory driving lights that go up in the grill bar, goes in there in the bumper, and those should be a good item. And we got some 52 or 3 Ford headlight bezels. We're always buying these. These are good for custom cars. People like them for Frenching their headlights on a custom car. This is a really clean Chevy ashtray, and I think that's 1940, but I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. But it's a nice clean one with a wood grain on it. This is an unusual piece here. Don't know that I've ever seen one. It's a double mirror for something back in the 20s, maybe 30s, but I've never seen one with the 2 separate mirrors like that. Kind of interesting. I don't know what the purpose was, but got an early horn here. This one's a klaxon, and something is a little stripped in there. You can kind of hear it, but something doesn't work on that plunger, so we're going to do a little messing with that. That one was kind of funny. I picked it up, and then I set it down, and I was going to go ask the guy the price. He was on the other side of his space, so I set it down, and a lady picked it up, and I was kind of waiting for her to put it down. Finally, she put it down, so I asked the guy the price, and he said $10, so I said I'll take it. And then she's like, oh, I wish I had heard the price. Anyway, here's a Buick taillight, I think, because it has B-U-L-U-X, so I think it's probably a Buick one. Do a little looking on that one. This here I bought, I thought it was restored. I walked by it a couple times thinking it was just repainted, but it's not a real valuable toy, but the condition of it is immaculate. It's really nice, and that hasn't been painted. It's all original. So that's a good one because of condition. It's a Structo. Got a little Pontiac Deluxe emblem there. We got some stuff in this box. This is kind of a cool bicycle headlight, and I guess it maybe mounts right on the fender. I'm not sure. It's got a wing with a W in it. I'll have to do a little looking to see who made that or what it was for. Here's a nice Mopar taillight. I grabbed that. Guy had that in a box of miscellaneous, and those are pretty hard to come by. So that was one of the better items. This is cool. The Roadrunner, Plymouth Roadrunner horn button, and this is an original one too. This is really kind of neat. Don't know that I've had one of these before. It's an accessory mirror, but it has a remote control here that you can move it around and stuff. It goes right through the body. And it's an older one, probably from the 40s or early 50s. Kind of unusual. This is a Spotlight, and it's a Ford accessory one. Got the Ford stamped right in there, probably a 1939 or so Ford. Got several hood ornaments here. This one's a Chevy one. This is the deluxe one with the lucite wing. And these are really heavy, and they usually got a crack right in the front. And that one does not have the crack there. So they're so heavy that they actually pound themselves on the hood and put a crack right up the middle. And about 90% of the ones you see are cracked. So that one's a good one. Nice little bullet-shaped backup light there, accessory. This one I think may be Oldsmobile. It's got green lucite wings on it. That one's got some pitting on it, but it's still kind of an unusual hood ornament. I've got a couple of these. These are guide for a Chevy traffic light finders. There's two of those. Now this one here I think is, this one's a Lone Wolf. It's a hot rod plaque, and that looks like an older one that somebody's used. But there was a guy making plaques there too, an older guy that was making them up for all the hot rod clubs. And he had ones that were like seconds or whatever. They had a little flaw to them. So I bought the Road Devils. I thought that was cool. And the Drizzlers, Aberdeen. I guess this was Aberdeen, Texas, he said. But the Drizzlers, and you can see a rain cloud with the rain coming down on a little flathead engine on there. Just something to hang on the wall. I got kind of a cool early parking meter. That's what that is. It's kind of an unusual one. Mark time. Usually you see the much larger ones, and I forget what brand they are, but they're a lot more common. You don't see that one very often. Nice little steering knob there. Here's another hood ornament. I think that's a Chevy truck accessory one. It has this big wing that it sets on. It's got the eagle on there. Another nice little stop lens. It says STOP on there. I did buy this. I talked about it in the video. I think that's for a Studebaker, but I'm not sure. It's the cowl light bracket. Here's a nice Chrysler hood ornament. Look how long those are. It's about as long as my whole arm. I think that's a 49 Chrysler. A lot of times they're broke here because of that long, weak die-cast piece, you know. I got a little Smith Miller tire there. This is a hood latch for a 51 or 2 Ford truck. Those are a good item. This is a 54 Chevy truck. Goes on the hood. That's the front stainless emblem. What else do we get? That's another one of those little traffic light finders. Oh, I got one of these little accessory stars. I think those are Odell or one of those companies. And I got this little thing. This is made to go on like a Model A or T, go on the radiator neck. It's supposed to have a strap on there. Then you put the flags. It takes like 4 or 5 flags on there, and you put that on the front of the car. Oh, there's one more thing. Rio truck horn button, 1940s. I think that's all that's in that box. I got this thing. This is kind of cool. Nice original little cabinet. Look here. Got all your repair plugs and stuff. This is for tire patches. These are probably the best item I got right here. These are pretty rare. 1939 Dodge pickup, and it's a 1-year only headlight. And they're pretty hard to come by. And they got the lenses and everything, the right way lenses. There's a pair of them. So to find them all in that condition with the stands on them and everything, that's not an easy task. So that was probably the best item we got there, I would say. We did get some of these road signs. These are Route 81. There's 3 of those. Retired from Kansas. But we do have Route 81 in South Dakota too. That's why I bought them. I got this porcelain Mohawk sign here. Mohawk tires. And the guy was trying to tell me he knows it's old and stuff because of where it come from. But I have my doubts. I think it may be a reproduction, but I really don't know. It's got, you know, different layers to the porcelain, which makes you kind of think it's old. But somebody has ground the back down. And I think they ground the black off it, which is kind of a sign of a reproduction one. So usually that porcelain stuff If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So that's probably a reproduction sign, but still look good on the wall. Here's a little, not a pancake horn, but a real stubby horn there. Just kind of an interesting little stubby horn. These are two Model A windshield frames. Got that one. And this is the top of this one. I pulled the glass out of it just because I didn't want to transport the glass. But there's two Model A windshield frames. Here's an advanced design Chevy pickup tailgate. It's kind of beat up, but it'll be good for a bench or a rat rod or something. And we got this as an advanced design Chevy. It's the lower panel with the grill and the hood latch panel, so it's the whole assembly. I got that really cheap there. I was surprised how cheap the guy had it, but anyway, ended up with that. And I got this Monarch bicycle. It's a boy's bike from the 50s. Got two little thin springs in the front. I don't know why this neck is so long. I think somebody might have changed the forks or something. I'm not really sure. But it has a cool reflector on the back. You can step back here and check out the chain guard on the side here. And it's got a cool carrier. Monarchs have some nice looking trim on them, so they're good looking bikes. And even got rails on the seat. So it's missing the pedals and the chain, a few things, but they would make somebody kind of a cool patina bike just to ride around. But anyway, that's what we got. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All those things help. And we'll catch you on the next round. Thank you.